at 5, from broadband to bingo halls, the state's $74 billion budget for the next 2 years will affect every Ohioan in some way. Good evening, I'm Courtney Gooseman.
And I'm Rob Powers. Governor Mike DeWine signed the biennial budget early this morning. News 5's Jordan Vandenberg brings us the highlights of what's to come.
Putting a budget together,
Happy fiscal new year, everyone,
is as much about looking back as it is looking ahead.
It's time for us to invest in ourselves, our people, and to invest in our future. And this budget does that.
And Ohio has 74 billion reasons.
It reflects our hopes, and it reflects our dreams.
To pay attention.
We made this a key part of our administration early on. We knew from the time we spent traveling the state and talking to people, particularly in rural Ohio and some of our poor neighborhoods in our urban areas, that people didn't have access to broadband. And it is an essential element of living in modern society.
Broadband access, a cornerstone of Governor DeWine's agenda, received a $250 million injection of funding over 2 years to bring high-speed internet to unserved or underserved communities like East Cleveland. Municipal broadband services were also spared after lawmakers nixed from the budget a proposed ban that was introduced at the last second.
We will focus it on access and affordability. Can I buy it? Can I afford it? Those are the principles that will be involved in expanding this to people who don't have it. Can't participate in the modern economy, education, or healthcare system without it. The pandemic highlighted that disparity.
State officials say the injection of federal COVID relief money has also left them flush with cash. A $3 billion surplus was parlayed into a 3% tax cut across the board, amounting to $1.7 billion. Those in the highest income bracket also received a bigger cut, and those in the lowest won't have to pay state income taxes at all.
For those individuals who are making $25,000 or less, that's been raised from $22,000, so up from $22,000 to $25,000. Those individuals are receiving a 100% income tax reduction.
Public safety also receives a significant boost in the budget, with tens of millions of dollars being set aside for grants related to violent crime reduction, officer recruitment, and intelligence.
It is important that we invest in law enforcement in the state of Ohio, because it's only when we have peaceful neighborhoods, safe communities, that this state can grow and this state can flourish.
The strenuous and tenuous task of putting together and passing the budget is over, and now there is no looking back.
Once a budget's done and you're a member of the General Assembly, it's relief. For us, it's time to go to work.
The 2,400-page budget bill also has its fair share of oddities. Selling and consuming alcohol is now allowed if you're playing bingo, and you can also buy alcoholic drinks to go from restaurants so long as it is on its regular menu. In Cleveland, Jordan Vandenberg, News 5.
Lots of changes. We appreciate the breakdown, Jordan. And hours after signing the budget, the governor signed more than a dozen bills into law. One change is Ohio's school report card system from letter grades to a star rating system. Now, it lets high schoolers opt out of taking the ACT or the SAT. Another change requires people younger than 18 to have a prescription to buy over-the-counter cough medicine. It also outlaws the sale of products that contain an ingredient commonly found in cough and cold medicines to minors. Now, we're still waiting to learn if the governor will sign Collins Law, which would strengthen penalties for hazing in Ohio, as well as a bill legalizing the use